The president flew in to come speak at the American Farm Bureau Convention. Thousands and thousands of farmers came to New Orleans for the convention. Had the opportunity to meet him in New Orleans on the runway. Had the chance to share a king cake with him, talk to him a little bit about Mardi Gras. He gave a riveting speech talking about immigration, talking about protecting American workers and American businesses, making sure we have fair, free trade agreements, and making sure that we have a secure border and we reform the immigration system. Overall, it was a great visit in Louisiana. Well, so candidly, I was there to share a little bit of Louisiana with him. We're obviously in Mardi Gras season. The other thing was maybe to soften things up a little bit because we had some important discussions to have as well. Well, we had a chance to talk a little bit about funding for the Comite project, funding for the West Shore project, some really important flood protection projects, hurricane protection projects in South Louisiana that have been stuck for decades. So we had the chance to go over those projects, to talk about the fact that we secured funding working with him in the past for those projects, $1.4 billion to get those projects moving forward, a total of $3 billion in new flood protection funds. There were some rumors that the dollars were potentially going to be diverted to build a wall. We emphasized the importance. The president got it. I feel entirely comfortable that those funds are going to be protected. So that was a really good conversation. We also had the chance to talk about duplication of benefits, this issue that's affecting thousands and thousands of families that were adversely affected by the 2016 floods. This is a situation where these families were told to apply for loans through the Small Business Administration to help them recover their families, their homes, and they did what they were told, only to be informed later that they were being deemed ineligible for a grant through the Restore Louisiana program. That was wrong. We fixed the law. We changed the law. The attorneys agree that it's fixed, but it has been stuck in a bureaucratic nightmare with 4 federal agencies all involved trying to pull in different directions. We talked to the president on Air Force One about the importance of getting this issue resolved once and for all as quickly as possible, getting $250 million into these flood victims' hands. The president got it. He understands the urgency, committed to work with us to resolve it as quickly as possible, including the potential for doing a meeting at the White House with him and other senior administration officials to help break this logjam. Air Force One, I got to tell you, was a little nicer than the flights that we're normally on. Pretty amazing plane, 2 stories, all sorts of chairs and offices and conference rooms. Really pretty amazing airplane. And as a matter of fact, we sat there and met with the president probably all but maybe 15 minutes of the entire flight. Didn't even realize many times that we were even on an airplane. It was like we were in a conference room sitting there having pretty intense discussions covering everything from foreign affairs, tax policy, the border, Corps of Engineers, and of course the issues that like duplication of benefits that we discussed.